Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Shahbaz Gill to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Shahbaz Gill's words. Today's top news. First, we'll tell you some facts about the Sialkot Sambrial elections that might not have come to your attention yet. Firstly, it's no longer just PTI, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, alleging election rigging. PTI has been saying it and the public sees it, but now even PMLN, Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, is almost openly admitting they won by rigging. PPP, Pakistan People's Party, went as far as holding a press conference, stating clearly that neither they nor PMLN received votes. Only PTI got the votes, yet PMLN's candidate was declared the winner on Form 47. We will present some crucial evidence for you, showing how Form 47s were made, manipulated or stolen. There are also some video footages we'll share. Apart from this, there are some very important stories related to technology, India and religion, which directly affect your environment, whether you live in the US, Pakistan or India. And it's essential for you to know them so you can protect yourself and your family accordingly. We'll also talk about Major General Ret Hafiz-ur-Rahman and whether he might be in trouble in the coming days in the US. Back to the Sambrial elections. As mentioned, it is now obvious to everyone that blatant rigging took place. The PTI candidate won clearly, but the election was snatched away. We've discussed how this was done in detail before, and we'll share more proof now. The first major point here is that your Defence Minister, Khawaja Asif, has openly credited the army and the Field Marshal for the victory. He practically acknowledged that the military was responsible for PMLN's win, implying that honestly, without the army's help, no one would vote for PMLN. And this isn't just a claim from us, you know. Even PPP members are now saying this. Just take a look at Khawaja Asif's tweet, in which he dedicated today's victory to the Pakistan army, and rightly so. Had the Form 45 and Form 47 results not been changed, Khawaja Asif, who actually lost to Rehana Dar from PTI, would not be in Parliament, let alone the Defence Ministry. By using the term army, he actually meant the Field Marshal, who made them win not just this election, but the previous one too. At least Khawaja Asif has been honest enough to admit the army's role. The curtain is now lifting. People are becoming bolder in naming names. In Punjabi we say, Chaka Ola, the veil of fear is fading. The Field Marshal's photos were displayed on billboards supporting PMLN's candidate Hina, and the Election Commission remained silent, taking no action. In fact, the Election Commission has now issued a statement claiming that the elections were completely transparent and 100% fair. But the Election Commission lives in its own world. They don't consider changing 50,000 to 60,000 votes in a constituency as rigging. Remember the Commissioner of Rawalpindi, Chatha? He's still missing. Under house arrest, possibly. After declaring publicly that the Rawalpindi elections were rigged. He said his conscience wouldn't allow him to be complicit, and he's vanished since. Now, the PPP's crying and wailing. Today, Nadeem Afzal Khan from PPP held a press conference where he clearly stated, "To be honest, people didn't vote for us, and they didn't vote for PMLN either." He said people didn't vote for them because they allied with PMLN, so obviously the votes went to PTI. Another PPP leader, Hassan Murtaza, said under oath, PMLN cannot go into their own constituencies without the support of the Field Marshal. He swore on the Quran. This is the same PPP that once supported the 26th Amendment with a brute majority, met Maulana Fazlur Rahman, and also sent people from PTI to negotiate with him. Personally, I had always opposed this within the party, because Fazlur Rahman could never be a sincere ally. These dealings only boosted his political value temporarily. So this is the same Hassan Murtaza and our beloved Nadeem Afzal Khan, who on one hand enjoy government positions, funds and privileges, and on the other, make mild protests just enough to play the sweet revolution drum, as permitted by the Field Marshal. But take a moment to reflect. PTI's victory is now being testified not just by PTI, but by PPP leaders under oath on the Quran. The best testimony comes from opponents. Now, take a look at a very interesting video. In a polling station, after voting concluded, the presiding officer tried to flee with the ballot bags without issuing Form 45. PTI's young lawyer Hassan confronted him, demanding Form 45. The officer claimed he didn't have it. At that moment, police arrived, and instead of stopping the officer, they tried to intimidate PTI workers, saying they were obstructing. Eventually, the officer gave a handwritten Form 45 on plain paper with signatures and stamps. But in court, it likely won't hold up. He'll probably deny ever signing it. So yes, the whole system is rotten. But the positive side is that people now know how to confront this. I commend the young PTI team for at least stopping the officer and extracting a form. You saw yesterday how Yasir Gilani exposed the fake results on GOTV, replacing them with the correct ones using videos and documents. Yet the official Form 47 showed a completely different result. And PMLN's Hina was declared the winner overnight, courtesy of the Field Marshal. Field Marshal works hard, one moment launching missiles, the next influencing elections. Next story about the former Field Marshal. Though he wasn't officially a Field Marshal, he acted like one. This story is filed by Ansar Abbasi, one of the most notorious envelope journalists in Pakistan. Despite starting the day with religious recitations, his whole day is filled with lies, slander and gossip, basically everything Islam forbids. Yet he feels no shame. Ansar Abbasi has now claimed that General Bajwa showed Imran Khan a corruption file of Bushra Bibi, which Imran dismissed. Later, Asim Munir did the same, and Imran allegedly demanded his removal. But look at Abbasi's language. Instead of saying Imran removed Asim Munir, as PMs do, he writes, he demanded, as if Imran was a union leader protesting outside a factory, not the Prime Minister of Pakistan. According to Abbasi, General Bajwa showed a file to Imran Khan. Well, Bajwa should have first looked in the mirror or at his own relatives, like his Samdi, whose wealth allegedly rose by 12 billion rupees overnight. Instead of answering these allegations, journalists like Ahmed Noorani were harassed and arrested for exposing them, with actual FBR documents as evidence. And what about Asim Munir's file? It's been almost 3 years. Where is the file now? If Bushra Bibi was really involved in corruption, then why hasn't that file ever been shown to the public? All the bureaucrats allegedly involved, many of them are still serving under the current government, some even promoted. If they paid bribes, just get their sworn statements. But there's no file, no evidence. So either the Field Marshal was lying then, or you, the journalists and authorities, are lying now. If there was really corruption, where's the file? Where's the proof? Or did some genie take the file? As the saying goes, every branch has its own devil sitting on it. So what will become of the entire garden? Let's move to the next news item. The G7 is a very influential forum that hosts a summit with the world's largest economies and most powerful countries. Moeed is usually invited to this summit, but this time he is not being invited. You can understand how big of a setback this is for India. The reason? The summit is taking place in Canada, probably in Alberta, in mid-June. Modi's government, especially Ajit Doval and others, were allegedly involved in the assassination of Sikh leaders related to the Khalistan movement within the Sikh community in Canada. These weren't just attempted murders, they were successfully carried out. The Canadian government, including former Canadian Prime Ministers, presented evidence of this to the world. Initially, they raised the issue with India in subtle language, but when India responded arrogantly, Canada made the evidence public. Since then, relations between Canada and India have been tense. The latest information is that Canada has not invited Modi to the G7 summit. We'll see if someone else intervenes to get him an invitation, but as of now, this is a major blow to India. Next, another story from India. Palki Sharma is currently one of the most well-known journalists and a rising social media figure. While she's been in journalism for a while, she's now become a new icon on social media. She claims that all her reporting is truthful and nothing but the truth. But recently, she seems quite desperate. She made a false report about the daughter of the Chinese president, claiming she was currently studying at Harvard University and suggesting that Trump, in the context of anti-China sentiment, might expel her from the university. However, it later turned out that she had graduated in 2014 and had returned to China a long time ago. The woman whose photo was shown as the Chinese president's daughter or wife was actually neither. Those were unrelated individuals. This incident reflects how much pressure Indian media is under from the RSS and Modi's government to push a narrative against China and Pakistan, regardless of how much credibility is lost in the process. It's a media race where truth is often sacrificed. Another news item from India. An FIR has been registered against Maulana Turab Ali in a place called Mahidpur. His alleged crime? He shared a video of a Pakistani cleric on social media in which the cleric spoke about the religious virtues of cow sacrifice. In India, particularly in areas influenced by the RSS, cows are considered sacred and are not to be slaughtered. Though ironically, India remains one of the world's top beef exporters, Muslims are not allowed to do this within the country. Turab Ali resides in Mahidpur, India, where the fire was registered. He is accused of trying to incite conflict between different religious communities by posting that video. A man named Manoj Prajapat submitted the video to the cyber cell, leading to the case against him. Now, two parallel stories from India and Pakistan, showing how the colonial mindset operates similarly in both countries. In Bangalore, India, a woman is seen beating a rickshaw driver with her shoes, striking him in the face while he records a video, likely as evidence of the abuse. She doesn't stop and uses harsh language, much like Asma Bukhari is known to do. Later, after the video went viral on social media and public outrage grew, the woman apologized, claiming she was pregnant and the rickshaw had run over her foot, prompting her reaction. She appears to be from a lower middle-class background and likely out working for her livelihood. In Pakistan, a more extreme case was reported yesterday involving a powerful individual named Salman Farooqi. He assaulted a motorcyclist in Karachi's Defence Phase 6. The victim's sister pleaded and begged for mercy on the street, but Farooqi, acting like a field marshal, continued the abuse, even verbally assaulting the woman. He set up his own court on the roadside. Public outrage on social media led to his arrest by the Sindh police, but the arrest seemed performative. In one of the initial images released, the police cell's door wasn't even locked, and Farooqi's clothes were crisply ironed, as if he had just stepped out of an office. It appeared the picture was staged. He was just made to stand at the door of the lockup for the photo. After further public pressure, another photo was released, showing him in handcuffs. His tucked-in shirt was pulled out, and his appearance slightly ruffled, clearly manipulated to show he had been through a rough process. This is a mockery of justice. It's the kind of joke that the so-called field marshals and elites play on the common people of Pakistan. That wraps up our translation of Shahbaz Gill's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.